Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is day 2 of New York Comic Con. Is this the best intro ever? No, I forgot to shoot it at the con. But today is an episode of the Complete My Collection Challenge. Overall goal for today is to see if I can find any of the rare Funko Pops that are on my rare Funko Pop list. I've got a pretty solid budget of $475, and if any place is gonna have any of the Pops that I'm looking for, it's probably convention. New York Comic Con is definitely great for that. So with that being said, and without any further ado, let's head on over to the con and see what I can find. And let's get it started. Here we go. All right, we're gonna start off just exploring this main floor right here. I'm not sure how many different Funko things are gonna be around here. I do see some Toddland right here, which I love their booth. So I mean, this is challenge series aside, but this is the stuff I love. Bob's Burgers, Animation, Futurama. Maybe we'll have to check out some of their merch. If you guys want to check out some of the Futurama merch that they have the Greetings from New York right here. That's a great shirt. We also have this Futurama tee right here. Gotta love it. And all sorts of really fun pins. I might have to pick up a couple of these. I remember getting one in the past. I think it might have been from San Diego Comic-Con of a golden bender, but might need to add a couple more to the collection. Elite Supply is one of the first booths that I stopped by that I can see has some Funko Pop Grails. Potentially something that we're looking for. So let's check it out. All right, a lot of what I'm noticing, guys, are some pretty high-end pieces, a lot of different autographs, but a lot of things that are definitely worth looking at. I would have to say a lot of different Freddy Funkos in here. Something from the con, actually, that started yesterday with the Rob Lucci from One Piece. What else do we have in here? Marty McFly sign. That is a solid piece for sure. Coming back over here. Oh, that's a cool one. The kind of silver, I don't even know, would you call that platinum SpongeBob? That is a rare one for sure. That Gary V that's signed. I actually got one last year here at the same con, but coming back around here, here's a couple other things from last year's con with the Funko Fusion Pops, but kind of panning over some of the other things in here. Lots of fun autographs. Ooh, even some prototypes as well, if you guys are into those. All right, this display case is pretty darn rad. Speaking of prototypes, guys, I actually see prototypes of some Pops that I'm looking for, like Fozzie Bear, the Jekyll and Hyde Looney Tunes 2-pack right there, and a bunch of other goodies. Oh my goodness, those are killer. Tons of different Freddy Funkos that are up in here as well that are some rare ones. That V for Vendetta, that's a solid pop too. But as for me, is what I'm looking for, don't really see anything that I need that's on my list. Like I said, those two prototypes, or I guess a couple, there's another one of the same one back there, are related to the things that I'm looking for, just not the normal Pops. Good old Fugitive Toys right here, guys. They got a little bit of everything, lots of different Grails. Whether or not they'll have something I'm looking for, we'll still show off some rare pieces for sure. Lots of different rare Star Wars Pops in here if you guys want to check those out. The Qui-Gon Jinn, Holographic Emperor. Some of those holographic Pops can do very well, guys, and you know, that's apparent for these two right here. Some Harry Potter in here. I do like the Step Brothers Talladega Nights Pops. I think those are pretty fun. Some original Christmas Pops with like Santa, Bumble, Snow Miser, Yukon Cornelius that's in there. I am looking for Universal Monsters, guys. I think I'm just looking for the Dracula, but they have the Glow Frankenstein. Kind of hard to see in here, but that Wolfman that's back there as well. And I do like the Napoleon Dynamite, so I got to show off that little set right there. So far, nothing that I noticed that's on my list. Okay, we got tons of awesome Grails on the back right here. Lots of Marvel. I know that I am looking for one of the Penguins Pops, but I do not see Kowalski back there. I am looking for a Miles that I added to my list not too long ago, the Foot Locker one, but it looks like they have a couple other Spider-Verse Pops, but checking out some of the other things that they have in here. Lots of fun rare Pops. Nothing that I am needing so far. Ooh, those Beatles are cool though. I don't see those very often. Okay, a bunch of other stuff that are back here, guys. Lots of, I mean, there's just too many things to highlight, but if you guys want to see some of the rare pieces that they have, ooh, the cereal monsters. I'm looking for the regular ones, not those ones. Those ones are a little too rich for my blood, if you know what I'm saying. But going back up here, Tupac, Elvis, the beat up Jesse Pinkman, that Leonidas kind of chilling back there is fun. And then lots of rare pieces up here as well. I'll keep looking around, but so far, not noticing anything that I need. So I came around to the other side, and they actually have a bunch of different things. A couple things that are actually on my list, like Mr. Toad right there. We also have Syndrome. I might walk around and see if I can find a couple other things, but I know at least that they have two that I'm looking for. Whether or not I pulled the trigger on one of these, I'm not entirely sure, but lots of fun Disney Pops up in there as well. The Alien, Buzz Lightyear, Woody, a bunch of the Pop Mini 2-packs. I don't see those like ever, so those are really awesome. Lots of different original DC up in there. Some musicians coming down here. Doctor Who, television. some fun horror pieces, original television as well. More of the same, I should say. Breaking Bad's in there as well, the Muppets. But yeah, still nothing that I need. Like I said, there's a couple of higher end pieces that are Disney over there. Maybe we'll swing back around if I can't find anything else. I'm just kind of getting my bearings and all my options out of the way so far. Okay, I had no idea they actually had more pops on this other side, but the Miles Morales Foot Locker exclusive is right there. I might pick that one up today. We'll have to see. And even more awesome pops that are actually on this other side. I do see a couple of the Muppets. Well, actually just one with Miss Piggy. I'm looking for, I think, Fozzie Bear and a couple of the other ones. But yeah, so far, I mean, this booth is awesome. They actually have a lot of possibilities. I have at least 3 pops that I've seen so far that can check off my list, but lots of things to look at. This is the kind of stuff I like to see at New York Comic Con, though. I feel like one thing that I'm going to see a lot of, guys, is blind box stuff. I did go to a Funko party last night where they introduced their version of a blind box. And so there are a few things that kind of pique my interest, you know, that kind of cross into the things that I like. Like, you know, SpongeBob, obviously. They have the Pop Mart one with, like, the fish as well that I think are fun. But if I find any, like, other things related to, you know, things that I like, Simpsons, Futurama cartoons, blind box related, I might have to pick up a couple. I came across another booth. I think it says Capsule Collectibles. It looks like they have a lot of different, you know, more common things. A few, like, older things that are kind of mixed in here. So maybe I'll find something that I need. So yeah, as I imagine, guys, it looked like it's a lot of newer stuff. I like a few, you know, older things mixed in here and there, but they do have the Bikini Bottom Buddies like I was talking about earlier. $35. I'll have to remember that price. We'll walk around and see what other ones I can find. So I find myself at the Toink booth. I've never gotten into the Geeky Tikis, but those Futurama ones, those are fun. Yeah, they are in person, guys. I love Futurama. So I got Nibbler right there. We also have Bender and also Dr. Zoidberg. Those are fun. Bender, 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 Bender. Found Toy Temple, and also I think it says Dimension over there. They got a lot of pops, so 2 cool places to explore right here. So I know that Toy Temple actually had an exclusive Miles Morales that was supposed to be here at this con, but it looks like it did not make it, but they have a lot of different Thrill Joy in here if you guys are into that. All the different Pix figures. Got like Raphael in there, Superman, a little bit of Gollum, Harry Potter, you know, a little bit of everything. Okay, actually on the other side of Toy Temple, they do have some other Funko Pops. They don't have that Miles like I was saying, but they do have their Perry the Platypus, which I have that one in my collection already. The Rob Lucci with the Common and also the Chase, and the Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanta 2-pack that they had at WonderCon. And I actually got that one at WonderCon, so I don't need it today, but one of my favorite 2-packs of the year so far. Actually, a quick detour over to Plastic Empire, and this is the cheapest that I've seen the Bikini Bottom Buddies for, guys, at $30. So candidate, if I'm picking one up, this might be the spot. All right, guys, I had to stop by. I'm making another pit stop here by Handmade by Robots. They have a keyword for, I think, some prototypes, so we're gonna choose in this bag right here, see what we get. All right, let's test our luck. We'll see. Do I need to do it? Oh, I don't need to. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look, I promise. Okay, that seems like a cool one. Okay. All right. See if I can do this one-handed. That's the key.
Bro, look at this.
Ooh. Oh, I think is that Godzilla? Oh, that's cool. Is that one that everybody wants? Well, there you go. That's cool. Thanks, guys. I guess while I'm here, guys, we can check out some of the cool exclusives that they have. I love the Sonic stuff. So I love all the different things. They got Knuckles. We also have a Shadow, Sonic. They've got all of them on the back right there. Tons of fun stuff, but that was really cool that I got that Peroto. I love it. Okay, pit stop number 3. I actually rushed over to Handmade by Robots, but we're making our way back over to Toy Temple and those guys over there. But Lost for Toys looks like they have a little bit of a rare wall. Maybe we'll take a peek in here and see what they have. So first thing that caught my eye, guys, was this Miles Morales. I did take it out, and it is just the normal one. I am looking for that translucent one, but still a fun Spider-Man pop to see. And then taking a look in here, guys, we do have some like cartoons and things with the Sesame Street. Ooh, Invisible Man. You know, I'm looking for the original Dracula. I think I already have the Invisible Man, though, but lots of fun older pieces in here for sure. The Fast and Furious pops are really fun. I'm not a huge fan of those movies, but the pops are really fun to collect. What else do we have in here, guys? Some more stuff. Ooh, the Big Bang Theory. Those are definitely some older ones. Masters of the Universe, Hannibal. So some really harder ones to find for sure. And I was told that they had a little bit of a rare wall over here with some signatures. The Winged Monkey, a rare pop from Wizard of Oz. I don't ever see that one. I know I say that a lot, but Some more signatures back in here. I think, where was the pop? Yeah, I don't know if this pop even existed, guys. We have a Batman, actually a New York Comic Con exclusive. I wonder what year that's from. Flashpoint Batman. That's definitely a fun one, but more of the same. Awesome grails. And we'll keep exploring around the con. Nothing for me at this booth, but I have seen some possibilities so far, so we're not out of luck quite yet. I'm back to where I was a couple minutes ago. We're gonna check out Dimension, guys, see if they have any rare pops, you know, that are on my list. I can see a couple of interesting ones. I see that Marshmallow Man up there, so that's a good sign. Also, buy 5, get 2 free. Am I gonna find 5 pops that I need? Most likely not, but that's not a bad deal. I came over to this side of the booth, and I swear, guys, that the Dracula is so elusive. All the Universal monsters that I find are every single one except Dracula, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, the Wolfman. Where is Dracula? I don't know. But they do have a lot of fun, like, older pops to choose from if you guys want to check out some of those. Misfits? Okay. That's pretty sweet. What else do we have in here? A little bit of Rocky Horror Picture Show that's over there. Big Lebowski as well. One Piece. I mean, they have some rare stuff. It's just they don't have anything that I'm looking for, unfortunately. Okay, sliding on over, guys, right next door. Undiscovered Realm. I can see a bunch of fun rare pops on the top. Whether or not there's something that I need, that is something we'll find out. I do notice that they do have some of the new Kid Robot Treehouse of Horror figures right here. Okay, $10 a box. Might be something I need to dive into. All right, coming around to the top, guys, where they have the higher end pieces. A couple of original Disney with the Mad Hatter, Cheshire Cat. Not ones that I'm looking for. Ooh, the Blue Mater up there is kind of fun. What else do we have in here? We have a little bit of SpongeBob action, a little bit of TMNT with the 8-bit foot soldiers. Dexter Morgan, guys, has been one that's a little bit of a newer pop, but it's definitely gone up in value quite a bit. That's crazy for a common, especially one that just came out this year. What else do we have in here? Babe Ruth. I love that pop. Probably one of my favorite New York Comic Con pops by far, guys. I love baseball. And then actually a couple of pieces from the con, you know, this weekend with the X-Men stuff. We also have Kuromi, the Loth Cat. So some of the exclusives, you know, that are actually here at the Funko booth. I'm over here at Kid Robot, and guys, check out what they have right here. They have a freaking chromed out Blinky from The Simpsons, the three-eyed fish. Is this something that would fit in my carry-on? No, it 100% is not. But is this something that I think is awesome? Potentially I want to pick up? Absolutely. Just you gotta weigh what I can fit and take home with me. And this, unfortunately, is not one of the things, but I do think it's pretty rad. All right, guys, it's a little later on in the day, and I gotta say this place is absolutely packed, but I am doing my best to show you every Funko that I can. And this wall kind of caught my eye. I'll kind of take a closer look, see if there's anything that I am on the hunt for. It might take a second, though, because there's a lot of pops. All right, I'm finding a couple of things that are related to the things that I'm looking for. Like, we got Short Fuse from Penguins. I'm not looking for that figure specifically, but I am looking for Kowalski. There's a little bit of Futurama in there with Leela and Zoidberg, also Fry. But, yeah, I don't see the 2-pack that I'm looking for. It probably wouldn't be in this wall, though, because it is an expensive one. All right, I'm inside of their booth, guys, and they have a little bit of a Grail wall. They do have one thing that I'm looking for. The Disco Zombie. I feel like I've seen it cheaper than $200, so might not be one that I'm picking up today, but Plants vs. Zombies pops are very hard to come by, so it's awesome to see one here at the con today. Shout out to Homer Simpson. I have all the original Simpsons pops in my collection, but lots of cool grails in here. I picked up White Goodman a couple episodes ago, so fun to see him right there. But if you guys want to take a look at some of their higher end pops, they've got plenty. All right, right across the way, guys, even more pops to look at. This is going to take me forever to look through everything, but maybe they have something. I'm being optimistic. They might have something I'm looking for. Okay, after looking around a little bit, guys, I do see some grails in there. You can see some heavy hitter pops. Just nothing that I'm really on the hunt for, but still a good mix of older, a little bit of newer stuff. Just nothing that's on my list. Guys, this place is an absolute madhouse right now, but I came across yet another booth right here, Rewind Pops. Lots of things to look at. It's a little crowded in here, but will I find something that I'm looking for? That is to beg the question. We might. This is a good sign of all the things that they have in here. Lots of older pieces. So there might be a good chance, honestly. They've got a lot of awesome old figures to look at right here. So I think I'm destined to find something on my list. I would hope. This might be the most jam-packed pop booth that I've ever been in, guys. I literally have no room to look around, but they do, like I said, a lot of things to look at. It's just hard to kind of check out everything. More Universal monsters, Wolfman, no Dracula. Kind of seems to be a common theme today, unfortunately, but taking a look at some of their other high-end stuff in here. Lots of cool things. I'm still looking for some Muppets, so it's cool to see the animal pop that's down in there. Lots of other fun original pieces that you guys can see in these display cases. Shout out to my boy Sponge right there. He's always cool. But yeah, lots of fun pops. There might be something that I need in here. It is just impossible to look through everything because there's just so many people here. All right, I think this might be one of my last stops for this video. Challenge series aside, guys, I am here at Culture Fly. They always have some really cool exclusives to check out. I've been really getting into all their melts, guys, and right now at Spirit Halloween, they have all of these different ones available. I've opened up a couple in a YouTube short, but maybe I'll have to buy a couple of these today. If they have a couple exclusives here too, we'll definitely check them out. If you're curious by all of the different melts that they have available today, they've got a little bit of SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo that we were talking about. They have some of the TMNT stuff, Jurassic Park. We have Shrek. We have the Halloween ones. And I think these are new to the con too, Twisted Metal. Those are dope. But they also have some vinyl figures over here, guys, of the Universal monsters. Overall, those colors are sick. They're all different band members and things like that. You can kind of get a little bit of a better like promo sense over here of all the different things. A couple of shirts that go along with the line, and even a Spotify playlist right there. Oh, these are cool. Okay, I had no idea that they had Astrobot minifigures. Yeah, I gotta buy a couple of those. All right, folks, I am here at the Pops & Sons booth, and you'll never believe what I found. The alternate Fry Leela and Fry 2-pack. That's crazy. Too bad I don't have the budget for it today, but this booth is epic, guys. There are so many cool pops in here. I bet there's probably another pop that we can check off of the list, but we'll have to see. I gotta say, there's a lot of fun pops in here that I do really enjoy. I am looking for Mr. Toad, just not that version. I do like that Wreck-It Ralph, though. That's a fun one as well. But a lot of old figures that are in here, too. Some original Disney. Just tons of really cool original stuff in here.
Later.
All right, back where I last left off with you guys. So I pulled a little bit of an audible. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I did find that Miles Morales, the Foot Locker one, you know, that's translucent and everything. I found that one, wanted to pick it up, and I came back to get it, and guess what? It was gone. But there was one pop that I did not see, guys. It was kind of hidden under like a little plush, and well, I ended up picking it up actually. $170 out the door. It was kind of a pricey one, but I definitely had the budget for it today, guys, and I completed a set actually. This right here is the bunny suit Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
You look like a deranged Easter bunny.
And honestly, this is in fantastic shape. Is it a little bit above what it goes for? I think it usually goes for around maybe like $145-ish. So it was a little bit more expensive, but I never see this pop. So 1000% I needed to pick it up. This is a classic movie that I loved watching growing up. I know it's a little, you know, before my time, but this is a Christmas classic. Many generations have watched this movie. And honestly, now I can say that I am complete, you know, with the Sheriff Ralphie, the old man, and now this guy right here. So we can check it off the list. Not sure I can add it on over to the shelf here at the hotel, but I will do my best. Excited to have this regardless. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the Complete My Collection Challenge series. There were so many great pops that we came across, guys, but I ultimately decided on one. I maybe could have bought a couple more. My overall space of what I can take home in my luggage is a little bit limited, so I just went with the one pop, but let me know down below what you would have bought if you were at any of the booths that I went to. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind of one another, always promote positivity. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.